I want to talk a little bit about my grill. I love my pellet grill. I don't like when water gets to the pellets. It causes everything to the pellets break down, they clog up the auger, it gets to be a mess. I don't like the fact that I don't have a proper light. I've been using this Harbor Freight, or no, it's a Harbor Freight, it's Craftsman LED light. It's just on the table. It does help me see better at night. But I also don't like the way my roof line makes the rain fall on my head when I'm out here grilling and I have to run out here under this canopy tent, which is falling apart. I'd like to add, I had a bolt here and a bolt here fall out, and the roof is starting to leak in spots. I mean, you can see daylight where it's coming loose because it's been out here and getting wind blown all winter. But this has allowed me to grill and not get wet while I've been grilling. I want to put my grill over here, but if I build anything that comes off the house, it's going to cost me a lot of money in permits and stuff like that. You're allowed to have an outdoor thing like this as long as it can be moved, right? So they sell these patio things that you can buy from Lowe's and Home Depot that are made, you know, to go over your grill, and they look all cool and stuff. But what if I make my own? Let me show you what I'm doing. So I got these random cedar that was in my, what my wife calls my teepee. I've had this wood out here just drying because it's been wet, and you can see there's like stuff growing on it that's just flaking off now. The bark is coming off, which is perfect. I want it to happen like that. See it peeling? So what I want to do is I want to clean these up and measure them out. I'm thinking that I could have two pieces that are taller in the backside and two pieces that are, that's about a little over 6 foot. I'm 5'8", so I don't need it to be much taller. I wouldn't mind having like a metal thing underneath the bottom for feet. That way it slides around on the surface of the patio, but it doesn't have to be. I mean, I will have to finish all of this in some type of a coating to protect it from the rain. But I'm thinking that these 4 poles could be my 4 posts. You know, 2 in the front, 2 in the back. I'm gonna have to like size them off as far as like how high they're gonna be. I gotta balance them off. I gotta take all of the bark and crap off of them. And then I gotta build out my structure for however it's gonna look. I do need to cut these 2 at the same height or similar height before I begin, because I'm probably gonna put it together in the garage, and I don't need it taller than the door getting in and out. That would be a problem, although I can work around it. I measured out here from the ground up. What I'm talking about is out here where the gutter comes along this back door. I measured this from the patio floor, or from the whatever you call it, from the deck floor up to that line where the gutter starts is 8 feet 9 inches. Okay, so I guess I need to measure this and just see how tall these are. Obviously the shorter of the 2, because I can't make one longer, but I can make one shorter, if that makes sense. So let me measure these. All right, I took some measurements. The shorter of these 2, this is 7, almost 7'2" at the highest point, but this is not even. Of course, I have to, you know, get some of that top off there. This is 8'6", but I'm gonna cut this to be the same height. I'm thinking since that's between 7'2" and 7'1", I might just top it off at 7'1", make it flat, and then do this one at 7'1". One of these is 6'5", one is 6'7". I'll make both of them 6'5". I checked the height of the garage door. The garage door is 7'8". So at 7'2", I can make it in there and then pull it out, so I can square it off and everything while the weather's bad. I don't have to necessarily build it all out here, which will allow me to fine tweak it and stuff before I put it in place. Now, where that causes a complication is, of course, I got to have help carrying it out here once I get it done, which is fine. I can do that. I don't know, I guess I could cut everything and just build it out here. I don't know. These sorts of important decisions are easy to make when the weather is beautiful like this. You can see how beautiful and sunny it is. But it's supposed to get cold and rainy again. I'm out here today in shorts and a t-shirt, and I feel just fine. It is beautiful out here. Of course, wear your safety glasses. That's the tagline. Huh? But yeah, I think if I start with those being my 4 posts, then I can go with some of these straight edge stuff for the sides for support and the top, and, you know, box it off and that kind of stuff. Let me show you what I'm working with here. So this is some of my longer boards. Of course, they're not perfectly square, but that's okay. For what I'm doing, I don't necessarily need it to be square. The only thing I'm really curious about is what I'm going to do with my roof. If I do it in anything that's, I don't know, metal or something, then I'll worry about codes people saying, no, you can't have that kind of structure. If it's covered with canvas, they might go, oh, well, that's fine, it's covered with canvas. I could cover it with wood and then put canvas wrapped around it, and that way the water just sheets off of it. Or I could layer some cedar, like kind of like shingles, or kind of like, what's it called when you got 2 of them side by side and you got one overlapping? What's that called? There's a name for it. But like I got some straighter pieces over here that are flat. What if I did that for the roof and just run them so that the rain falls off the back of the house that way? I don't know. What do you think? I say, what do you think? Like, you guys are here with me. You can help me decide, but you're not here. And let's face it, even if you were, I'd still do whatever I was going to do anyway. That's the fun of this, man. Ain't it cool? All right, well, stick around. I'll show you more. Okay, I cut this one 7'2", just because I wanted to give myself a little bit of length to cut off if I were to round off the ends. But the skin just pulled off. I mean, it was super easy to pull the bark off. I used my angle grinder with the flap disc to get the edges off, and it's real smooth now and pretty. Let me flip it around. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. Let's go on to the next one. All right, so this is what I got so far. I got another straight piece cleaned up. I got this piece here. I'm thinking maybe the post in the front curving outward, and then maybe that one cleaned up on the other side, and that would give you my 4 posts. I'm thinking about tying this one and that one over there together with this long straight one in the front, and then I run my pieces from end to end. I do need to get a feeling for what I'm going to do as far as support, but I'll figure that out as we go. Just kind of want to show you guys the progress. Okay, this is my front and my back. I'm thinking I come out maybe a little over 6 feet would be good, and then put some bracing, and then I'll figure out the roof. Still not sure what I'm going to do on the roof, but this gives me a grade, as you can tell, for it to come down, for the rain to slope off. And of course I'll need to put supports up, but that's where I may end up using some of this taller wood. I may strip some of that and then have them be supports. So anywho, just kind of want to show you the progress of what's going on. Yeah. All right, I'm at the point now I'm going to take this inside because I got to clean up. Sun's getting ready to go down and I want to get cleaned up. I got stuff to do, but I want to show you the progress. So I got all 4 posts completely sanded. I've got supports on top, and I've got the side pieces already sanded. I'm not exactly sure how I'm going to position them. That's to come, but this is where I am so far. So I just wanted to share with you guys what I had going on so far. All right, I hope you're enjoying this. Keep watching for more.